हमारे साथ बैंगलोर से जुड़े हुए हैं मिस्टर सुनील जैन। अब इनके जीवन की अगर बात करे जाए तो ये सुनील जैन एक बहुत ही इंस्पिरेशनल पर्सनालिटी है। उनकी जीवन की यात्रा कैसी रही कि उन्होंने जीवन में 18 मंथ्स के जब थे तब तब वो पोलियो से ग्रसित हो गए और उसके बाद करीबन 17 साल, करीबन 18-20 साल तक उनकी बहुत सारी ट्रीटमेंट्स चली। बट लेटर ऑन उन्होंने कैसे खुद की जीवन के साथ समाधान किया और बहुत ही पॉजिटिव वे से वो खुद के जीवन के अंदर आगे बढ़े। आस्था करके एक संस्था है जिसकी उन्होंने स्थापना की, साथ ही साथ उसके वो ट्रस्टी हैं और जितने भी विकलांग हैं उनके जीवन के अंदर विश्वास दृढ़ हो सके। और विकलांग होना ये कोई कमी नहीं है, हम कैसे जीवन को इसको पॉजिटिवली ले सकते हैं और हमारे लाइफ में हम लोग आगे बढ़ सकते हैं, उस इंटेंशन से उन्होंने ये आस्था चालू की। साथ ही साथ उन्होंने जीवन में क्या-क्या किया है, वो बहुत सारी बातें हमको आज के सेशन में जानने मिलने वाली है। हमारे साथ पैनल के ऊपर आज की मॉडरेटर रश्मि बाल हैं। वो भी एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग पर्सनालिटी है जिन्होंने मार्केटिंग फील्ड में बहुत ज़्यादा काम किया है और वो खुद 8 साल से बहुत ही अच्छे केक्स कुक करती थी, बनाती थी और बहुत ही अच्छी कंटेंट राइटर भी है। तो वो हमारे साथ आज ये सेशन को मॉडरेट करने के लिए, तो हम वेलकम करते हैं मिस्टर सुनील जैन और मिसेस रश्मि बाल का। आपका जैन टॉक्स के इस मंच के ऊपर स्वागत है।
थैंक यू नील जी, नमस्कार सबको।
जय जिनेंद्र।
जय जिनेंद्र।
सुनील, आप हमारे दर्शकों को अपने बारे में कुछ बता सकते हैं?
मैं प्रैक्टिसिंग चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हूँ। So I was born in 1975 in Bangalore, and as I was into the 18th month of my life, I got polio. Then life took a turn. I mean, I don't remember right at that age of 18 months. What will I remember? I didn't remember. I don't remember anything. I just remember whatever my mother and father had told me. So I'm told that I was very bubbly child at the age of 18, and one day I fell through the stairs and got high fever, and next day I was not on my feet. In fact, not only feet, the entire body got affected. I was not even able to move inch of my body. Only my senses were working. And from there, I mean, mothers and fathers did a lot of things. I mean, I can't even imagine that a parent can go through so much thing for their child. And they did whatever they could do possibly under the sky. And slowly, my body started recovering to an extent that I can now sit. And I started to go to school, but there were all challenges in the school also. So I changed 5 schools till I completed my 10th standard. Then went on to do my PUC in National College Baswangudi Science. And I was about 17 at that time. Slowly, what had happened was I was started to realize that now I need to accept the fact that I cannot walk on on my leg. And that was okay for me. It never bothered me actually. So somewhere I started to think that it's okay not to walk and focus on what I need to do in my life. I was a person who's very curious about knowing life. After PUC, what happened was I wanted to get into engineering, but many people told me that it is not possible for you to get into engineering क्योंकि वहाँ पे खड़ के बहुत काम करना पड़ता, तो आपसे नहीं होएगा, इंजीनियर मत करो। तो पहली बार था मुझे कोई कह रहा था कि आपसे कुछ नहीं होगा, तो मैंने उसको चैलेंज से लिया। मैंने सोचा नहीं, मैं इंजीनियरिंग करूंगा तो मैं साइंस पे ही जाऊंगा, पहले साइंस में लूंगा। साइंस पढ़ना शुरू किया पीयूसी में, एंड आई रियली सॉ द चैलेंजेस व्हाट आई हैड टू फेस ड्यूरिंग माय पीयूसी बिकॉज I was not able to access the chemistry lab or physics lab. So slowly my confidence started deteriorating. In 10th standard, I scored about 95%, and second PUC, I scored 76%. So you can imagine the dent on the performance because of the low confidence. ऐसे कैसे करते मैंने कंप्लीट किया पीयूसी। बाद में मुझे जो नतीजा लेना था वो था whether I really want to go to science or change the field. So being a conscious, I changed the field to commerce. So I shifted to commerce. I did my CA foundation. So completed my CA in 2002. In between doing CA, I failed 3 times. And during the exams of Inter's second group final exam, in between papers, I lost my father also, unfortunately. And that was a shocker of life. I mean, I was looking forward that he'll be there to celebrate the joy of me being CA, and life has other plan. So I lost him during that time. Then became a chartered accountant. In 2002, I qualified. Then after qualification, I again underwent a training of 3 years with an advocate, Mr. K.S. Ravishankar, in indirect taxes. Indirect taxes. Then in 2005, I started my own practice. And by 2008 is when I started to ask myself, do I continue my life just doing CA practice, or is there anything else I need to do? So I went into a introspective conversation with myself. Then I somewhere I realized that there is something else in life than just chasing success or proving to people that I can also do something. At the age of 32, I really realized that all I was doing was to try to prove a point that I am capable. And that never gave me peace. How much ever I prove, it never gave me the peace or the joy within, right? So at the age of 32, I really got settled for myself. There's nothing to prove. I'm complete. I am whole. There is nothing else to prove. That is where the urge to contribute arose in me, and I started the organization in Geo Asta. And we are here talking to you. So it's been a journey of last 2008 I started. So it's 12 years of journey. I mean, phenomenal journey. Every day is something to look forward to. Challenges are still there, but they are not the small challenges that I used to talk about.
सुनील, आपका परिवार और आपके दोस्त, हम अभी आपकी तस्वीरें देखेंगे, पर ये सब आपके बहुत क्लोज है. इन्होंने आपके जर्नी में कैसे कंट्रीब्यूट किया, थोड़ा बताएंगे इसके ऊपर?
No doubt. I mean, I'm being very, very fortunate and lucky, in every stage of my life, from my parents to my siblings to my friends, every walk of life, I have found amazing people. I mean, they were just there, like God sent people, right? They were just there. They're contributing like in all walks of life. I mean, I cannot count like each and every aspect. If you take my mother, she used to wake up at 2 in the morning to cook food for the family and carry me on her shoulder to the bus stand walking 3 o'clock for my treatment, and she used to be there at 5 o'clock and back home by again 1 o'clock, take care of other 4 kids. I mean, that's something I can't even imagine somebody can do like that. And take my friends, they would have taken me everywhere. There's no place that I have not gone. I would have been on back of my friend to go to the top of the hill also, or into the water also. And during my studies also, there's no question of compromising on not going to library or not going to some experimental work. I have done everything that one has to do practically. There has not been any compromise. And if I have not compromised, that is only because of the contribution and support of each and everyone, whether people known or unknown.
That's absolutely amazing, Sunil, that you have such a close family and such a good set of friends. आप जब 20 साल के थे, आपने कहा, उसके पहले आपकी काफी सारी सर्जरीज और ट्रीटमेंट्स हुई, पर 20 साल के जब आप हुए तब आपने डिसाइड किया कि बस हो गया, अभी और नहीं चाहिए सर्जरी, और नहीं चाहिए चिकित्सा. तो आप इस मुकाम पर कैसे पहुंचे?
What happened was, after I completed my PUC, I actually wanted to do BBM. Then I went to Jain College in Vivipuram, and I gave my entrance exam, group discussion, सब कुछ हो गया था. And it was a final round of admission. And I went to the room of chairman, Mr. Chenraj, and he looked at me and said, "राजा क्या करेगा?" मैं बोला, "सर BBM करूँगा." तो बोले, "BBM करेगा राजा, 3 साल में BBM करेगा, उसके बाद 2 साल में MBA करेगा, कुछ फायदा नहीं है. तुझे मैं एक बात बोलता हूँ, एवरग्रीन प्रोफेशन है चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी, तो उसमें घुस जा." मैंने बोला, "ठीक है सर, आप जो बोले सही है." So that is when I took up CA foundation. I am not a graduate of any discipline. I'm an undergraduate. I did my foundation and then directly got into CA. Now, coming back in this episode, so during that period, one lady came to my father and said, there is still hope for Sunil Jain's rectification of his legs. There is still a possibility. There is a new technology. There is an operation that is being done by a Dr. Rajkumar, who is on a Vivipuram road. He'll be able to help your child. And my father got a lot of hopes. And I was internally saying, no, Papa, बहुत हो गया treatment, पढ़ाई पे ध्यान देते हैं. बट आपको पता है एक जो आशा होती है ना माता पिता की कि बेटा अगर चल पाए 10 कदम बहुत है, तो मैंने कहा ठीक है ट्राई करते हैं. So I got into the surgery. That was a very, very dreadful surgery. And the intention of the surgery was to straighten my leg, right leg. My right leg is bent at knee at 45 degrees. I cannot straighten it. The intention of surgery was to straighten the leg so that I can wear calipers. And doctor told me that within 45 days, he will make my leg flexible at the knee level, knee joint. And I had already registered for CA Foundation. This is the month of May. मैंने बोला ठीक है हमारे पास जुलाई में क्लास स्टार्ट हो रहा है, हमारे पास 2 महीने बाकी है. डॉक्टर बोल रहा है 15 दिन है, तो कुछ नुकसान नहीं है. Underwent the surgery, so 15 days became 1 month, 1 month became 2 months. So believe it or not, 11 months on the bed. I was totally frustrated. I was not able to move. My 1 year got wasted. And at the end of 11 months, when I go back to the doctor, he removes all the. There were a lot of spokes in my legs. The surgery was very, very weird surgery. A lot of spokes were inserted, and some screw was fitting था, उसको tight करना था every day तो leg को straight करने के लिए. So painful process of 11 months. And after 11 months, I go to doctor. He removes all the spokes, and now he says your leg will be straight forever. I mean, I couldn't comprehend the statement of that gentleman. He said the leg will be straight forever. I'm like, how will I move around with the leg straight? He said that is not required. You will get to walk at least 10 steps. And he explained to me that wearing about 32 kilo of metal on my body, I'll be able to walk for 10 steps. I asked him for what? Why should I even walk for 10 steps? He said at least you will be able to get into your auto or car independently. That statement to me personally sounded very, very insane and stupid actually, with due respect to him. But I said, my life is not about just walking 10 steps. There's much more than to. And with the straight leg, I don't think I will be able to do many things. And I asked him to redo what he had done. So it took a lot of pain, internal pain and physical pain. Then that is where I decided that there's something else that I need to do. So I got settled that it's okay not to walk. There's no point in just walking 10 steps. Spending entire life to invest in just to be able to walk for 10 steps and having no vision is of no point. I mean, kya ho jayega, chal ke kya ho jayega? It is okay to depend on others. There is a world to help if I want. So that incident changed my entire perspective about life.
तो बेसिकली सुनील जी के जीवन के कुछ जो मेमोरेबल मोमेंट्स हैं वो इस तस्वीरों में कैप्चर की हुई है. हम देख सकते हैं कि उन्होंने किस तरह जीवन में काफी सारी चीजें अपने फैमिली फ्रेंड्स के सहारे भी की और खुद के विल पावर से, खुद के डिटर्मिनेशन से. सो ये तस्वीर में उनके भाई है उनके साथ. बचपन से 18 मंथ्स के थे तब उनको पोलियो हो गया और उसके बाद भी उन्होंने कैसे उनकी जीवन का जज्बा आप देख सकते हो सब.
Yeah, it's clear, Neelban.
Rashmi, can you say something about Tabe Bhuiya?
आई थिंक इवेंचुअली सुनील ही हमें व्हील चेयर टूर्नामेंट के बारे में बताने वाले हैं.
Sunil ji, can you say something about Tabe Bhuiya?
Sure. So this is a Tabebuya Open is the name of the tournament. So let me tell you something about the initiative that we started in 2016. We started an initiative called Indian Wheelchair Tennis Tour with an intention to take Indian wheelchair tennis onto the world map. That is our vision. By 2026, Indian wheelchair tennis will be on the world map. That is the game we are playing. As I am speaking to you, that is the vision we have. In 2016, when we started, we had no idea what we will be doing. I actually knew nothing about tennis, to be honest. I didn't even know the rules of tennis. Though I used to follow players like Monica Seles, Martina Hingis, Navratilova, Agassi, vagera, but I never had the knowledge, technical knowledge. So I started investing myself, learned, did few online courses. Then we created a vision that we will develop wheelchair tennis in India. Wheelchair tennis is a wonderful sport. It is one of the only sport that is very integrated sports. Like there is no difference between tennis and regular wheelchair tennis, except that you can return the ball in the second bounce. So what have we done so far in 2000 from 2016? So far we have conducted 9 ITA ranked wheelchair tennis tournament in Chennai, Bangalore, and Hyderabad. Put together 9 tournament we have conducted. In 2016, when we started this work, there were about 27 players in India. Today we have 81 players. There were no junior program. Today we have 16 kids in the program getting trained in wheelchair tennis. And Tababuya is one of the tournaments. So we have 3 tournaments. Tababuya Open happens in December in Bangalore. Then we go to Chennai. In Chennai we have Marina Open. Then we come to Hyderabad into October every month. And in October we have this Charminar Open in Hyderabad. So this is what we do. And currently we are working on developing India's first completely accessible wheelchair training facility. So we are in communication with one of the international wheelchair tennis expert who will be helping us to put things together. And we are generating all the resources. We are looking for a land now. We are almost clear. By September, land will be done. So that's the vision we have. The vision is Indian wheelchair tennis will be on the world map. And in the process, thousands and thousands of people's life will be altered. They'll be empowered. Why I have taken sports is according to me. No? For a person with sports is actually a very enabling tool for anyone. Physical activity and sports can enable anyone, can empower anyone, can alter one's perspective for anyone. But why for persons with a disability it is more relevant? ये कहावत है ना, वो कांटे को कांटे से निकाला जाता है. अभी क्या हो रहा है, most of them for the person with a disability we have something schemes, quotas है और financial assistance है. मैं ये बोलता हूँ अगर आप अपनी disability को confront नहीं करोगे उससे पार नहीं होगे. The only way to break through is through it. You need to confront your physical disability face to face. And how do you do that? Engage yourself in sport. That is when you know about your body. Once you start engaging with your sport, you will start engaging with your body. You will start slowly accepting the body that you have. Not only that, you will get in touch with enormous power and ability that you have within you. And that builds the confidence. And when I say Indian wheelchair tennis will be in the world map, that's just a goal to play. But as a result, thousands and thousands of people will be getting impacted in the journey. That is our vision.
So some of those photographs, these are, ये इनके सब मित्र हैं और नील आप और फोटोज दिखाएंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि इनके मित्र इन्हें सब जगह लेके चले, माउंटेन के ऊपर, पानी में, सेंचुरीज में, सारी जगह. ही हैड अ वेरी वेरी गुड सेट ऑफ फ्रेंड्स. आप वो देखेंगे दैट ओवर टाइम ये सारे इनके मित्र इनके साथ बड़े हुए हैं. ये इनकी माता जी हैं. ये देखिए कैसे उनको उठा के लेके जा रहे हैं सारी जगह तैरने के लिए. सब माने पहले से ही सुनील ने कभी डिफीट नहीं माना. So really he is very blessed with a wonderful family and a very good set of friends. And he has helped me realize a lot of dreams that I had in my life. तो मैं उनके साथ कार में भी गई हूँ. उन्होंने अपनी गाड़ी मॉडिफाई की है और वो सारी पूरे बैंगलोर में इधर उधर कार में ही जाते हैं. उनकी व्हीलचेयर है, कार है, उसी में सारी जगह जाते हैं. ही उन्होंने अपने घर में जो उनकी स्टेयरकेस है जो मॉडिफाई की थी वो एक्चुअली उनके वाइफ के लिए की थी, सीमा. वो भी इनके जैसे विकलांग थी और उनको ऊपर नीचे जाने के लिए उन्होंने अपनी पूरी स्टेयरकेस मॉडिफाई की कि वो नीचे बैठ के डायरेक्टली ऊपर जा सके. इस बारे में सुनील के साथ हमारी चर्चा हुई थी और मैंने सुनील को पूछा था कि अरे ये स्टेयरकेस के बारे में मैं डालना चाहती हूँ. तो उन्होंने कहा बिल्कुल नहीं, वो मेरे वाइफ के लिए थी, मैं अभी भी अपने हाथों के बल पे चढ़ता हूँ. सो ही यूजेस हिज हैंड्स आपने देखा होगा वो फोटो जहां वो 10K TCS दौड़ में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, उसमें वो खुद ही वांट्स टू कीप हिज बॉडी एब्सोल्युटली इन फिट कंडीशन, ताकि वो पूरे के पूरे इंडिपेंडेंट रह सके। अभी भी वो अपनी स्टेकेस अपने हाथों के बल पे चढ़ते। मैं उनके साथ एक पिक्चर देखने गई थी एक दिन, और वो खुद कार में आए, फिर वो खुद हम पिक्चर देखने गए, एंड इट इज वेरी अमेजिंग टू मी एज अ पर्सन, क्योंकि अगर मैं खुद को देखती हूँ मुझे हमेशा लगता है कि मेरी नाक मोटी है, मैं मोटी हूँ, मैं ऐसी हूँ वैसी हूँ, बट सुनील ही जस्ट वेंट बियॉन्ड हिज डिसेबिलिटी। वो सब करते हैं जो हम सब जिनके पास हाथ है, पैर है, सब करते हैं। So it is absolutely amazing. He is my mentor and he has helped me realize a lot of my own dreams. उन्होंने एक संस्था आस्था भी शुरू की है which is for disabled people. इसके थ्रू वो चाहते हैं कि दूसरे जो डिसेबल्ड लोग हैं वो भी अपनी जिंदगी पूरी पूरी जिएं। ये आस्था के फोटोज हैं। आस्था के थ्रू वो ट्राई करते हैं कि अलग अलग लोग जिनके जो पेंट करते हैं अपने पैरों से, जो गाते हैं, एक लड़का है जो डांस करता है, नील आई डोंट नो आपके पास वो फोटो होगी क्या, जिनके दोनों हाथ नहीं है, ये पेंटिंग।
यहाँ एक फोटो है जिधर पैर से पेंटिंग कर रहे हैं, जिनके
और एक
हाथ
और नहीं है।
वेलकम बैक सुनील जी। मेरा ये प्रश्न था, you mentioned that you fight with the disability and then that's the best way to conquer the weakness, and you also mentioned that that's how it brings you the acceptance, and that acceptance brings you the confidence.
Yeah.
Under the Jain philosophy, under the karma theory, we have a very strong point called acceptance. You play the game of the life with the cards what you have been shuffled with. Is there anywhere you have come across those karma philosophy that you have accepted very well and moved on?
I don't know what because I have not studied that, but what I can share from my experience is there is a vision that I have, right? That is created, and all I believe is in the action that I take. There is no room for any emotional charge around my action. There will be failures or there will be success, but what is in my control is to act, and I am no one to ask for the result of my action. That doesn't belong to me. First of all, the result of my action doesn't belong to me. I'm very clear on that. While it is my right and duty to take the action, the result will not belong to me.
So that is very well said. That's going forward, what action you take, you're not worried about the results, and there are no emotions of the results. What I'm talking is the cards what your karma has played with you, and how did you came in acceptance quickly and moved on? Because many people group their life around that and don't accept. Is any Jain principles came into you and you quickly accepted, saying, okay, this is what it is, and I will move on in life. I will do my actions and I will not worry about the results.
I think that's what at the age of 32, there is a huge acknowledgement and acceptance what I got for the entire life, especially the kind of work my mother had done, especially for me, right? And if I had kept on chasing success and saying that I'm not happy with that, there is something more to life, that according to me was look like a disrespect to my mother, right? And what mother will want is a child to be happy the way he is she not. And I thought that is a huge tribute to my mother and a contribution to my mother, that I am fine. And if a mother can get the confidence that the child is fine, there's so much power for me also.
Great. Can you share some few moments where your mother is pat on your back and has really applauded you and say, very well done?
I mean, my mother is not that expressive. There's internal appreciation I see, and
of course, even a smile, Yes,
there are many places when I became a chartered accountant, and even today, I mean, I may be 46-year-old, but for her, I am the same small kid whom she will come to room and chadar उड़ाएगी, नहीं चाहिए तो भी उड़ाएगी, हलवा नहीं चाहिए तो भी खाना पड़ेगा, वगैरह वगैरह. I mean, that's the same mother, right?
Good. Apart from Asta and apart from the other challenges, did you face any challenges in your work, being a chartered accountant, when you have to attend the clients, when you have attend to go to the commercial offices,
Yes,
whichever.
yes, of course, of course, of course. I mean, basically, when I was studying, right, the first challenge I faced in my office. You know, everybody will know that to be a chartered accountant, you have to undergo a 3 years training. First thing I heard from somebody is, you don't go for training. Certificate मिल जाएगा घर बैठे. For me, that was not okay. I said, if I want to be a chartered accountant, I need to learn the subject, and without doing the work, how will I learn the subject? And that is not being honest chartered accountant. And वो भी गया तो क्या फायदा अगर काम नहीं जानूंगा तो. So I said, no, I will go to an office. Because getting an articleship was the biggest challenge to begin with. After 50-60 places, I got fortunately in Sudhakar Pay Associate. काम मिलने के बाद और एक चैलेंज, 6 महीने आपको ऑफिस में बिठा दिया, काम नहीं दे रहे, डेस्क पे आके लड़चर थमा देते हैं, बोलते टोटल करो इसको. मैंने कहा यार मैं टोटल करने थोड़ी आया हूँ, कुछ काम दो ना मेरे को सीखने के लिए. तो उसका एक अलग फाइट था. अगर उसका विश्वास बैठ गया तो बहुत काम मिला बाद में. चलो अभी ऐसे वैसे करके चार्टर्ड अकाउंट भी बन गया. फिर था कि नौकरी करूंगा. So my initial plan was I'll work in some big fours, PricewaterhouseCoopers or EY or KPMG. My passion was in indirect taxes. I thought let me work and get an experience of 4-5 years and then I'll start my practice. तो इंटरव्यू जाता था तो बोलते बहुत अच्छे आपके मार्क्स भी अच्छे हैं, अच्छे भी बोल लेते हो आप, लेकिन नौकरी पता नहीं आप कर पाओगे या नहीं. कोई डायरेक्टली बोल देता था, कोई 2-3 दिन बाद के फोन करके बोलता था कि सोच रहे हैं हम. तो मुझे समझ जाना चाहिए कि आप सोच रहे क्या सोच रहे हैं. तो मैंने ठीक है छोड़ दो अभी इसको. तो इतना फ्रस्ट्रेट हो गया था नौकरी ढूंढते ढूंढते कि मैंने सोचा कि अभी नौकरी नहीं करनी, मुझे चाहिए नहीं है, पैशन को छोड़ो, गोली मारो, इंडायरेक्ट टैक्स को गोली मारो, कमाना शुरू करो, बस भीड़ में लग जाओ, मतलब जो कर रहे हैं करो, यही जिंदगी है, काय को ज्यादा टेंशन लेने का. तो मैंने सोचा चलो मान ली हार. तो HSBC में से इंटरव्यू आया, वहां गया इंटरव्यू देने. अच्छा खासा पैकेज मिला, सालाना 5 लाख का पैकेज मिला. खुशी तो नहीं थी, सच बोल तो खुशी नहीं थी. वो जो दिल में था ना कि जो चाह रहा है वो नहीं कर रहा है तू, हार मान ली तूने और लग गया भीड़ में, दौड़ में लग गया तू. तो अपॉइंटमेंट लेने जा रहा था मेरे दोस्त के साथ TVS लूना पे बैठ के पीछे. तो मुझे बहुत खनका, मतलब नहीं कुछ नहीं यार, तू ऐसे हार नहीं मान सकता. तो मैंने बोला मेरे दोस्त को, चल रविशंकर के यहाँ जाते, KS रविशंकर एडवोकेट के यहाँ जाते हैं, वो क्या बोलते हैं देखते हैं, अगर वहां पे कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी होगा तो वहां पे गया, बैठा. वो बोले आपको सीखने को तो मिलेगा इस ऑफिस में, लेकिन पैसे कमाने का इरादा छोड़ दो. आप एक CA नॉर्मल ट्रेनिंग होता है ना, उससे भी कम पैसा मिलेगा. अगर आपको मंजूर है तो 3 साल आप यहाँ पे आ सकते हो. तो वो एक टफ चॉइस था लाइफ के लिए. तो मैंने वहाँ पे आर्टिकलशिप की. उसके बाद भी ना जब मैंने प्रैक्टिस शुरू की, आप जैसे बोल रहे थे कमर्शियल टैक्स ऑफिस जाओ, अभी ऑफिस होते हैं दूसरे माले पे, तीसरे माले पे, जाएंगे कैसे आप, वो अलग चैलेंज है. तो किसी बंदे को साथ में नौकरी पे रख के वो मुझे उठा के लेकर जाता था कभी कभी. तो मैं ट्रिब्यूनल में भी अपीयर करता हूँ, मैं इंडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस केसेस अपीयर करता हूँ, तो ट्रिब्यूनल भी जाना पड़ता है FKCSA बिल्डिंग में. तो वहाँ पे तीसरे माले, पहले माले पे, लेकिन लिफ्ट नहीं है, तो उठा के लेके जाना पड़ता है. तो ऐसे बहुत चैलेंज आती रहती है और आती भी रहती है, अभी भी आती रहती है, लेकिन मिल जाता है जहाँ चाहे वहाँ राह है.
वेरी वेल सेड सुनील जी. मेरे पास बहुत प्रश्न है, बिकॉज मेरा भी बहुत पैशन है टेनिस गेम से जो आपने चुना है. बट मैं आपको एक और चीज पूछना चाहूंगा, लास्ट वन की, डिड यू एवर ए मोमेंट ऐसा आया आपके जीवन में कि आपने कभी ऐसा रिग्रेट किया कि why me, जब everything around me is walking, why did whatever the Paramatma, God, Arihantar, Karma, why they choose me, why me?
I have that question in a very empowering answer for very empowering. I mean, if not me, who else? I mean, I have been given the privilege to communicate to the world that you can be happy irrespective of your difficulties. You can be happy. I mean, that's the communication maybe the Lord wants to communicate. To me, it is normal. Every day is a normal life. There is absolutely no charge or no grief or sorrow, anything. I think there is a purpose why me. So
I mean, you answered it very well, Sunilji. There is a purpose why me. I'm sure a lot of our viewers take this. If at all they find a situation in their life, why me? I'm sure there is a purpose why you and why me. Very well said. I think this is one of the best sessions, which is very strong takeaway for me. Sunilji, you said it very
Yeah.
well.
So, sir, your question was why did I experience anything? The question called why me, right? So, the question is not disempowering me. It is like I get empowered by that question. So, I tell myself that there may be some reason why I have been chosen for this, and maybe the Paramatma or the Lord, the universal power, wants to communicate to the world that you can search for perfection in your imperfection.
Wow.
There is no perfect life out there. We all craving for perfect life, right? अभी पेड़ होता है, किसी ने परफेक्ट पेड़ देखा है क्या कहीं पे? पेड़ कैसा भी हो ना, वो उसका फल देता है. तो जिंदगी का फल है, हर कोई जिंदगी का फल है, कोई इम्परफेक्ट नहीं है. So if we can look for imperfection में जो perfection है ना, maybe that's the communication I want to give to the world. And everybody is perfect, everybody is complete. There is nothing to fight for.
Very well said, Sunilji. Rashmiji.
Sunil, 5 lines from your favorite song.
You are putting me on a
हमारे
spot.
दर्शकों के लिए.
You are putting me on a spot here. So I'll sing a few lines from the song of Nari, sung by Mukesh ji, and I think it fits into the question what Ramesh sir asked. So that song is किसी की मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निसार, किसी का दर्द मिल सके तो ले उधार, किसी के वास्ते हो तेरे दिल में प्यार, जीना इसी का नाम है. किसी की मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निसार, किसी का दर्द मिल सके तो ले उधार, किसी के वास्ते हो तेरे दिल में प्यार, जीना इसी का नाम है. माना अपनी जेब से फकीर है, फिर भी यारो दिल के हम अमीर हैं. माना अपनी जेब से फकीर है, फिर भी यारो दिल के हम अमीर हैं. मिटे जो प्यार के लिए वो जिंदगी, जले बहार के लिए वो जिंदगी, किसी को हो ना हो हमें तो एतबार, जीना इसी का नाम है, जीना इसी का नाम है. थैंक यू रश्मि.
थैंक यू सो मच सुनील, आप आए हमारे मंच पर. थैंक यू सो मच.